Today let us start with chapter number 3, Understanding Quadrilaterals. Now, if you think of a plane surface, which is the example? A paper. The paper is the model for a plane surface. Now, when you join a number of points without lifting a pencil from the paper, what do you get? You get a plane curve. And try to recall different varieties of curves you have seen in the earlier classes. So, try to make the following curves. Now, let us understand about polygons. A simple closed curve made up of only line segments is called a polygon. So here the figure is given of polygon, curves that are polygons. Here 4 line segments are joined together and see 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here also 4 line segments are joined together. Here also 4 line segments are joined together. So these curves are polygon. But these curves are not polygon because in this the line segments are joined but they are not completely joined. Here it is open, so the curves, these are not polygons. So try a few more examples and non-examples for a polygon. Okay, draw a rough sketch of a polygon and identify its sides and vertices. Now let us see. The table is given for number of sides or vertices, classification, that is name, and the sample figure is given for the polygon. So let us see if there are 3 number of sides and vertices. It is a triangle. See, there are 3 sides, 1, 2 and 3. If there are 4 number of sides and vertices, it is a quadrilateral. Then there are 4 sides, 1, 2, 3 and 4. If there are 5 number of sides and vertices, it is a pentagon. And there are 5 sides and vertices, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, then it is a hexagon. So there are 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If there are 7, then it is a heptagon. So there are 7 sides and vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. If there are 8 number of sides and vertices, then it is octagon. Then the figure is having 8 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. If it is 9, then it is nonagon. Then there are 9 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now if there are 10, then it is a decagon. So there are 10 sides and vertices. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So if there are n sides, then it is a n-gon. Now diagonals. A diagonal is a line which is line segment connecting 2 non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. See, if the line segment is connecting 2 vertices, then it is a diagonal. Let's see, here this one is the diagonal, that is SQ and PR. Here these are the diagonals, AD, then EC and BE. So here these are the diagonals, KM and LN. Now name the diagonals in each of the above figures. Tell, is PQ a diagonal? So no, PQ is not a diagonal because it is the side of the rectangle. What about LN? So yes, LN is the diagonal because it is joining the 2 non-consecutive vertices of the figure. Now let us see what is interior and exterior of a closed curve. Now you can see these 2 figures. This figure, this is the interior, inside part, and in this figure, this is the exterior, that is outside part. Now the interior has a boundary. So you can see this is the boundary of interior, and here the exterior. Is there any boundary? So no. Now let us understand about convex and concave polygons. Now here are some convex polygons and some concave polygons. So these are the figure of convex polygons and these are the figure of concave polygons. So can you find how this type of polygons differ from one another? So see children, that if each of the interior angle is less than 180, then it is a convex polygon. But if any one angle is more than 180, then it is a concave polygon. See, in each of this figure, this angle, this angle, this angle, this angle, this angle, all the angles are less than 180. But this one angle is more than 180. So it is a concave polygon. Further, if the diagonals are inside the figure, then it is a convex polygon. But here the diagonals are outside the figure. This is the diagonal. So it is the outside the figure. So it is a concave polygon. So what we can say? Polygons that are convex have no portion of the diagonals in their exteriors. Okay. So now let us see about the regular and irregular polygons. Now a regular polygon is both equiangular and equilateral. So for example, a square has the sides of equal length and angles of equal measure. We can see these two figures. So this is triangle, all the sides are equal in measure and all the angles are also equal in measure. This is the square, all the angles are equal in measure, that is 90 degree. All the sides are also equal in measure. So these two figures are the examples of regular polygons. But in this figure we can see that this rectangle, these two sides are not equal in measure. All the angles are equal in measure, that is 90 degree. But these sides are not equal in measure. Here also the sides are not equal in measure. So these two figures are the example of irregular polygon. So a rectangle is equiangular but not equilateral. Okay, equiangular means having equal angles but not equilateral because sides are not equal in measure. So is a rectangle a regular polygon? No. Is an equilateral triangle a regular polygon? So yes, because equilateral is having all the sides equal in measure, so all the angles also will be equal in measure. From the figure what we can say, that these two and these two are regular polygons and these two and these two are irregular polygons, that is polygons that are not regular. Now is there a triangle that is equilateral but not equiangular? So no. A triangle which is equilateral will also be equiangular. Now let us see the angle sum property. Do you remember the angle sum property of the triangle? What is the angle sum property? The sum of measures of the angles of all the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So let us see. Take any quadrilateral, say ABCD. We have taken one quadrilateral ABCD. Now we will join the diagonal AC. Okay. So it is divided into two triangles. This is first triangle, this is second triangle. Now what will be the sum of the measure of angles of this first triangle? 1 plus 2 plus 3 will be 180 degree. And the sum of measure of angle of the second triangle, 4 plus 5 plus 6 will also be 180 degree. So total of these two will be 180 degree plus 180 degree. That will be 360 degree. So what we can say, that all the four angles, if we take the total of the sum of all the four angles of the quadrilateral is 360 degree, because 180 degree plus 180 degree is 360 degree. So total measure of all the four angles of the quadrilateral is 360 degree. Now let us see one more activity, that we have to take one cardboard copy of a quadrilateral similar shape. So this similar shape we will adjust in such a way that each angle will come one by one in the center. So take 4 congruent cardboard copies of any quadrilateral ABCD with angles as shown in the figure. Arrange the copies as shown in the figure, where angles 1, 2, 3, 4 meet at a point. Here angle 1 is coming, here angle 2, here angle 3 and here angle 4. So what we can say, that in the middle all these 4 angles are making complete 360 degree. That means what we can say about the sum of the angles of angle 1, 2, 3 and 4, that is the sum of measures of the 4 angles of quadrilateral is 360 degree. Okay. Let us start with exercise 3.1. So given here are some figures. Okay. So 8 figures are given. Classify each of them on the basis of the following: simple curve, simple closed curve, polygon, convex polygon and concave polygon. So which are the simple curves? So 1, 2, 5, 6 and 7. Similarly, simple closed curve are 1, 2, 5, 6 and 7. Then polygons are 1 and 2, and convex polygon is second number and concave polygon is first number. Question number 2. How many diagonals does each of the following have? A convex quadrilateral, a regular hexagon and a triangle. So let us see first one, a convex quadrilateral. This is the convex quadrilateral. There are 2 diagonals in the convex quadrilateral. So which are they? AC first diagonal and BD second diagonal. Now in regular hexagon, In regular hexagon, hexagon means having 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides are there. There are 9 diagonals in a regular hexagon. So let us see which are 9. So 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is the 9th one. Okay. Third one, see, a triangle does not have any diagonal in it. So let us see for triangle. So a triangle is a figure, there is no diagonal. Let us see question number 3. What is the sum of measure of all the angles of a convex quadrilateral? Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? So we have to draw two figures and we have to verify for both the figures, convex and concave. The sum of measures of the angles of a convex quadrilateral is 360. This we have studied before. Now our quadrilateral is made up of two triangles, ABD and BCD. So here ABCD is a convex quadrilateral made up of two triangles ABD and BCD. Okay. So the sum of measure of one triangle is 180 degree. The sum of measure of angles of another triangle is 180 degree. So 180 degree plus 180 degree will be 360 degree. Therefore, the sum of the interior angles of the quadrilateral will be same as the sum of the interior angles of these two triangles. So, the sum of measure of this quadrilateral will be equal to the measure of these two triangles, measure of angles of these two triangles. So, 180 degree plus 180 degree equal to 360 degree. 180 degree plus 180 degree equal to 360 degree. Now, this property also holds true for the quadrilateral which is not convex. If the quadrilateral is not convex, then also this property holds true. This is because quadrilateral can be divided into two triangles. Now see, this figure is a figure of concave quadrilateral. This figure is also divided into two triangles. This is first triangle, this is second triangle, ABD and BCD. Again, ABCD is a concave quadrilateral made of two triangles ABD and BCD. Now here also the sum of measure of angles of this triangle is 180 degree and sum of measure of angles of this triangle is 180 degree. Therefore, sum of the interior angles of this quadrilateral also will be 180 degree plus 180 degree equal to 360 degree. So, question number 4. Examine the table. Each figure is divided into triangles and the sum of angles deduced from that. So, let us see the table. Here, triangle is given. So, sides are 3 and angle sum is 180. The sum of measure of three angles of the triangle is 180 degree. Now second figure is quadrilateral. Sides are 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and it is divided into two triangles 1 and 2. Each triangle, the sum of measure of angles is 180. So 180 plus 180 means 2 into 180. So 2 into 180 degree equal to 4 minus 2 into 180. Total sides are 4. So 4 minus 2 into 180. Now third one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides are there. So sides are 5 and it is divided into 3 triangles. 1, 2, 3. Sum of measure of angles of each triangle is 180 degree. So 3 into 180 and so 3 into 180 means 5 minus 2 into 180. Total sides are 5. So 5 minus 2, that is 3 into 180. Next is hexagon. Sides are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It is divided into 4 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, what we can say? Each triangle, the sum of measure of angles is 180. So, 4 into 180, that is 6 minus 2 into 180. Means, number of sides are 6. So, 6 minus 2 into 180 degree. So, what you can say about the angle sum of convex polygon with number of sides? So, we have to find out for 7, number of sides, 8, 10 and n number of sides. So, answer is from the table it can be observed that angle sum of a convex polygon of n sides is n minus 2 into 180. So, what we have seen, if there are n number of sides, it should be n minus 2 into 180. So, hence the angle sum of convex polygon having number of sides which is given above will be 7 means 7 minus 2 into 180. That is 5 into 180, that is 900. 8 means 8 minus 2 into 180, that is 6 into 180, that is 1080. 10 means 10 minus 2 into 180, that is 8 into 180, that is 1440. And n means n minus 2 into 180. Let us see question number 5. What is a regular polygon? State the name of a regular polygon of 3 sides, 4 sides and 6 sides. Now, what will be the regular polygon? A polygon with equal sides and equal angles is called a regular polygon. Okay. So, first one of 3 sides. 3 sides means it should be a triangle, but it should be a equilateral triangle because it should have equal sides and equal angles. Here all the angles are equal in measure, that is 60 degree each, and all the sides are also equal in measure. Now second one is 4 sides. 4 sides means it should be square. Here all the angles are equal in measure, that is 90 degree each, and all the sides are also equal in measure. Third one is 6 sides. 6 side means it should be hexagon, but it should be a regular hexagon. See, number of sides are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and angle measurement, each angle is of 120 degree each. Okay, and there are 6 sides of equal measure each. Complete the exercise 3.1 till question number 5 in your classwork. Thank you.